This song starts on an A minor chord. Once we've got the chord down, we're not going to worry too much about what notes we're playing, we're just going to worry about what notes we're picking. There's a couple of occasions where we will be putting other fingers down and taking a few off, but for the most part the chord stays the same. So we're going to pick the A string, then the G string, followed by the high E string. Back to the G, then we're going to use the pinky finger at the 3rd fret of the B string to hit that note there. Back to the G, and then to the high open E. Back to the G again, then to the 1st fret, so we take our pinky finger off of the B. And go back to the G and open E. I'm going to hit the G again, then an open B, so we take our 1st finger off this time. So far you've got. And we finish it off with a G, D, G. So the first couple of bars. Pattern repeats throughout the intro and also into the verse. So just to mention about the picking pattern here, the picking depends on which direction the next note is in. For example, if we're picking an A and the next string we're going to pick is a G, we want to pick the A down because we're going down to the G. If we pick the high E and the next string is a G, we want to pick up because the G is upwards in relation to the high E note. So in relation to the whole pattern, it will be down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. One more time. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's not a problem if you want to change this and play a different picking pattern. As long as you keep it steady and consistent, it will be fine. When we get into the verse, the A minor picking continues, and then we're going to swap to an E minor chord. And you can play a full E minor chord if you want to. However, we're actually only going to use the 2nd fret on the D string, so you can play it with one finger if you want to. It's a bit easier. The picking slightly changes because we're going to pick the low E string first, followed by the 2nd fret on the D, both with down picks. So the rest of the picking is exactly the same as it was for the A minor chord. The two chords in the verse are A minor and E minor. In the chorus, we add in this C chord, which is going to start off the chorus. So it's picked exactly the same way as the A minor chord. Picking starts on the A string, only this time we'll hear the notes of the C chord instead of the A minor chord. You play through that once. Then we're into the E minor chord. It goes through that once, and then we finish off the chorus going through the A minor chord twice. So throughout the chorus it'll be the C pattern once, E minor pattern once, and the A minor pattern twice. Then we go through the C, and then to the E minor, and then we're actually back into the verse at that point there. Towards the end of the song, there are two new chords that are played as kind of like the outro. The song slows down at this point, and the first chord is a G. So all we're actually going to do is play the 3rd fret with the 3rd finger on the low E string. We'll pick the E string, and we're going to pick exactly the same as the other patterns from the G string. Exactly the same. So then we go to an E major chord. Now this chord is slightly trickier to play than the other ones because with the 1st finger here when we play the first fret, we're going to have to slightly bar across the G and the B strings for a little second before we can go back to the shape as it was. So it would go low E, D, normal picking, a little bar, and just finish it off as normal. The whole thing there on the E. And we go twice through the A minor chord. So make sure you jam along to the song. I'll put a link up in the description to an amazing live version of this song for you to jam along to. Once you feel ready to jam along, do so, because you'll get a lot more out of it than you will just practicing on your own at home. As always, happy practicing and take care.